Combat Jiu Jitsu, also known as slap jitsu, is, as you may have imagined, just basically grappling, but while you're on the ground, your opponent can slap the taste out your mouth, like my mum when she found out I fed the family dog a jar of Nutella. Now, Subversiv put on a Combat Jiu Jitsu event the other day, and who could imagine this, but the combination of slapping, mullets, 10th planet Jiu Jitsu, toxic masculinity wound up in a little bit of a scrap happening on the mat. So let's break that one down. This video is brought to you by X Marshall. We'll talk about that in just a minute. So yeah, the main event of the evening was Alex Grandi taking on Marcus Perez. It was the final of a team-based sort of competition. And right from the get-go, these two men with very silly hairstyles were not having a very nice time. There was a lot of bickering about the rules, mostly from Marcus Perez, I'll be honest. I mean, firstly, after an out of bounds, he didn't get to reset on the back control, which I do think is fair, but there were a lot of heavy collar ties coming in from Alex Grandi, and Perez thought he was slapping him, so he was complaining to the ref the whole time because you can't strike on the feet in Combat Jiu Jitsu, only on the ground. Eventually, Perez got pissed off and threw a slap back of his own. The referee was like, hey, come on now. He's allowed to do it, but you're not. And yeah, my Spanish isn't great, but I'm pretty sure I can lip read some nasty words, maybe a puta here. Eventually, they did actually continue grappling, and it wound up going to EBI overtime, which usually works out to fastest escape time. So at the very, very end, the referee said 3, 2, 1, cuddle. Grady turned around, pretty much instantly got out, got a kick to the chest for his trouble, and Perez was about to slap him again. Referee calls off the fight, and Perez says, what? Why? How did he win? Pretty sure he didn't fully understand the rules. Like any good competitor, Grandi stood in front of him and celebrated like an asshole. And these four people on the edge of the mats, these are who are going to kick the whole thing off because they're Grandi supporters, and they are giving it large to Perez. Big boos, thumbs down, the whole 9 yards. And when Perez eventually walks around to that side of the mats, they're giving him the double thumbs down to his face. But the most egregious part of this, of course, is they're wearing shoes on the mats. And Perez, being a good student of jiu-jitsu, sees this and hits them with a cheeky front kick to the body, and that is where it just all kicked off.
Oh, no, this is not good.
Marcus Perez was getting booed and attacked somebody in the crowd. That's what just happened.
Everybody back to your seats. Everybody back to your seats.
Right, so let's have a look at this. First of all, Grandi gets a lovely piece of body lock control from the back and was thinking about a suplex. That is all the grappling that takes place in this jiu-jitsu brawl. This gentleman in the colorful shirt comes around, and I believe he's trying to be on Grandi's team, but accidentally hits him with a cheeky right hook to the face. Mouthguard goes flying, hat goes flying, now we're on the ground. Someone comes in from the right-hand side of the screen and tries to stomp on their heads. That's within 3 seconds of it starting, so that's a pretty bold move. I don't know if the stomp to the head is a 3 second in kind of deal. You can see Perez's little red head down there having absolutely no kinds of fun. Richie Martinez jumps in here, a 10th planet guy, obviously. I think he may have even been involved in the promotion of the event. Not looking too pleased. And all of our gray security guard polos are starting to get involved, but eventually there's more people on the mat than in the crowd at this point. Some people have very kindly taken their shoes off before getting involved in the brawl, which I'm all for. At this point, our two competitors are over here getting dragged away by this old gentleman, and there's a whole nother fight happening down here in this part of the screen. But it's mostly the looks that I'm impressed by. I mean, we've got afro, dyed red hair here. We've got Charles Manson making an appearance wearing sunglasses at nighttime. Boogeyman Martinez gets them separated and he says, listen, I'm cool, I'm done. And the event kind of just ended that way. Anywhere where you combine mullets, slapping, and steroids is never going to end well, but everyone just please don't wear shoes on the mat. This video is brought to you by X Marshall. If you guys are looking for some new no-gi gear, maybe a rash guard, maybe shorts, maybe spats, whatever, go and check out their website. They have a great range of cool designs. If you go through the link in the description, you're gonna get yourself 15% off everything on the store. Thank you to X Marshall for sponsoring this video. And if you hate shoes on the mat, please make sure you subscribe.